I won't stop till I hear him say,
they're not utilizing these vocabulary words on accident. They're doing it on purpose, yet individuals that don't do their research will not pick up on this type of information because they just overlook it, right? Okay, what is going on, CYPRX advanced YouTubers? Welcome back to the CYPRX YouTube page. In today's video breakdown, we're going to be discussing how specific major banking institutions have been starting implementing multi-currency payment systems over the past couple of years. Now, I'm going to try and attempt to keep these videos short, so I'm going to create a series of videos, maybe like 1 through 3, to get all of the different banking institutions that have made these announcements out of the way. I'm going to be diving down the rabbit hole, showing you guys the connections, showing you all the PDFs, behind the scenes, the fundamentals, again, giving you guys the realest information. We're also going to be specifically connecting key vocabulary, while at the same time, I'm going to show you all that it is going to be multiple different platforms and protocols that are going to run our new financial ecosystem. It is not just going to be specifically one. And I'm going to show you all in these documents how these major banking elite individuals announced that it is going to be multiple different platforms and not just one single protocol, right? There's a lot of Ripple XRP enthusiasts out there that think that XRP is going to be the only bridge currency that runs our financial ecosystem in the future. I'm going to show you all in these documents how it's going to be multiple different systems that are going to help bridge our financial ecosystem in the future together, restitching and replumbing all of the groundwork behind the scenes. So if you enjoy in-depth video breakdowns like this, again, I'm going to start off in a video series. I know that this is kind of a long intro, maybe like videos 1 through 3. Go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. Again, if you enjoy this type of research, share these video breakdowns with friends and family members. Copy the link of this YouTube video and go ahead and send it out to a friend or a family member. Let's have more followers by the end of 2020, again, providing you value in the form of information. So here you can see this came out from Citibank, and it talks about a banking community, right? So this came out the 15th of November, 2022. Members of the U.S. banking community, so that sparked my interest, launched a proof of concept for a regulated digital asset settlement platform. And it talks about interoperability and how these members of this banking community came together to create this regulated digital asset settlement platform. So who's a part of this U.S. banking community? These are the banks that we're specifically going to be talking about that have talked and discussed about a multi-currency payment system and using one in the future. So first, today, we're going to focus on BNY Mellon, Citibank, and HSBC, mainly just BNY Mellon and HSBC. I drafted all of this information from Citibank, right? So that's why that's highlighted. So we're going to head over to a specific PDF from BNY Mellon. And again, let's pay attention to the details, connecting the dots. Specifically in this video breakdown, we're going to be discussing Ripple. So innovation in payments. This PDF comes in very interesting. All right. It says right here, the executive summary. Now pay attention because this is massive, again, for digital asset investors and for individuals that have a long-term perspective in this market, people that really truly know the value in which it is that they hold, and they're not hoping for overnight bullish moonboy targets to come into fruition. And you all truly do see a future as a market participant, not only within yourself, but understanding what's happening behind the scenes, the restitching of our financial ecosystem, and that this is going to take time. So it says, with the host of new industry initiatives and emerging technologies in development, multiple paths are available to unlock the future of payments. It says right here, just to start off, multiple paths. A world where all have the expectation and ability to move money instantaneously, 24/7, 365, and with full transparency. One such path is digital currencies. The development of digital currencies, whether cryptocurrencies, central bank digital currencies, or stablecoins, could change the way we look at settlement speed, liquidity, reconciliation, and risk. And if the model proves a success, they could ultimately even impact the traditional role of correspondent banking. Now, something that I found interesting on this PDF that we have been covering for some time on this YouTube channel is the mention of a new world. Again, I'm not making this stuff up. I'm just relaying this information to you all. So I highlighted this. It says digital currencies, a potential path to a new world of payments. Again, people outside of the XRP community and the digital asset community, people that don't really do research on utility-driven assets will call people like myself and other in-depth researchers out there conspiracy theorists. I'm not making this up. They talk about a new world in their documents all the time. People need to wake up, right? So it says right here, in the future, These digital currencies could offer an alternative to how we process payments today. Currently, payment rails are predicted upon a centralized model. Furthermore, new transformative rails, such as the Real Time Payments RTP network in the US, Australia's new payment platform MPP, and the Faster Payments network in the UK, are restricted in terms of value that can be transferred. This is an issue for wholesale payments in particular, where value significantly exceeds such ceilings. So what they're going to be attempting to do is implement a new infrastructure to upgrade the pre-existing system. You guys see how this is going, right? So this is where we're going to get into the vocab. So it says right here, in tomorrow's world, stablecoins could be an enabler of more efficient and faster payments. With both the asset and cash tokenized, both legs of transactions could be completed instantly in an atomic transaction, with the buyer and seller simultaneously receiving their respective asset and payment on the same ledger or via interoperable ledgers. Now, this is where we're going to pause real fast, okay? And I'm going to take you over to the Ripple PDF that talks about the future of CBDCs. And we're going to scroll down here to page 10. Remember the key vocab on that BNY Mellon, it talks about interoperability. Let's zoom in right here. Again, piecing key vocabulary together, it says interoperability. For digital currencies to have utility to people and businesses, it needs to coexist and interact with other payment schemes in that domestic market. The next level of interoperability for CBDCs is the ability to work for global transactions without seamlessly cross-border functionality. Most CBDC projects will significantly underachieve their potential without interoperability. And if we come down here at the bottom, it says every CBDC will need to have some basic level of interoperability built into it from day one. Interesting how the vocab always correlates and comes back to Ripple. Again, one of the protocols, one of the many protocols that are going to restitch the financial plumbing behind the scenes. In debt capital markets, distributed ledger technology could enable participants to work even more collaboratively. There are opportunities for new revenue streams and product offerings, but only if the entire market moves forward. Do you all see what they said right here? This is again coming from BNY Mellon, the entire market. So individuals that don't think that a $50 trillion, $80 trillion, $100 trillion market cap for the future of the cryptocurrency space is possible, think again. These individuals drop little gems like this where they literally say the entire market moving forward onto distributed ledger technology platforms, right? Go ahead and smash that thumbs up button again if you're a digital asset investor. So this is again where we're going to correlate some interconnected vocabulary. It says, in a world of real-time liquidity management, pay attention, real-time liquidity management and forecasting, having a solid partner institutions will be key for organizations, both corporates and FIs. A provider is needed that can not only act as a gateway to digital payments, interesting how it says a provider, okay, providing tokens and settling on third parties' behalf, but also which a robust relationship is in place that enables effective liquidity support. When and if required, banks will need to ensure clients are positioned to manage liquidity more efficiently and effectively, delivering intraday liquidity options should scenarios arise in which money to pay for instant transactions is not instantly accessible. The advances in technology that are emerging will ultimately enable the introduction of liquidity models and products that no one has yet thought of. So we're going to pay attention to these three key vocabulary words. It says liquidity, efficiently, and effectively, right? So first, we're going to come over here to a Ripple.com fundamental, and it says Ripple Liquidity Hub for Enterprises. This came out November 9th, 2021. To pay attention to key vocabulary, it says, the world is fast moving towards a crypto-first future, one in which every company will have a strategy for how to leverage crypto, tokenized assets, smart contracts, and more to transfer value and fuel a rising tide of global digital transactions and commerce. Liquidity, the ability to instantly, seamlessly, and affordably exchange assets, is the key to turning this vision for a bold new future into reality. Remember the BNY Mellon PDF talked about all of the money, every single market infrastructure participant transacting over into the blockchain technology ecosystem, right? To enable this today, we revealed plans for Ripple Liquidity Hub, a groundbreaking new way for enterprises to easily and efficiently, here's that word, source digital assets from the broader crypto market as a crypto liquidity platform. Built for an enterprise, it will unleash the potential to access deep liquidity within markets, accelerating the shift to crypto. Again, I just want you all to pay attention to the details. Let's head back to the BNY Mellon PDF where it literally talks about, in a world of real-time liquidity management, it talks about a provider is needed that can not only act as a gateway to digital payments, but also provide effective liquidity support more efficiently and effectively. Do you all see the freaking vocab correlation, right? I'm not making this up. I'm just piecing the parts of the breadcrumbs together for you all. Ripple will be crucial. You all need to pay attention to details and not pay attention to the FUD in the market and do your research. Now let's head back over here. This is going to blow your mind as well because the same exact freaking vocab, ladies and gentlemen, is used. We're going to go to page 11. On the Ripple CBDC PDF, it says, a neutral bridge asset can support healthy alternative liquidity markets that will allow for frictionless and cost-effective value movement between various CBDCs in real time. Coming down here, it says to enable a truly efficient global market, a bridge currency must be specifically optimized for payments and support the same speed, scalability, low cost, and security that CBDCs will provide. One example of a neutral bridge asset is the digital asset XRP, which can be used to bridge two different currencies quickly and efficiently. Now, you think that that's a coincidence? Coming down here, it says by underpinning an effective alternative liquidity market. These are literally the same exact vocab words. I mean, you cannot make this stuff up. Look, liquidity, efficiently, effectively. Boom. Going back to the Ripple PDF, liquidity, efficiently, effectively. Do you all see? Okay. They're not utilizing these vocabulary words on accident. They're doing it on purpose, yet individuals that don't do their research will not pick up on this type of information because they just overlook it, right? So again, that is what we are attempting to do here at CYPRX, is provide you all value in the form of information that is not readily available or talked about amongst the general public. So now let's get to the conclusion. Let's wrap this PDF up where it talks about multiple different initiatives, okay? So it says right here, the transformational path for payments. I'm going to kind of sum it up. I'm not going to read the whole entire thing. You guys can kind of pause it if you want to read the conclusion of this paperwork. But it says, indeed, we believe that no one initiative or technology is a silver bullet for delivering optimized payments. So boom, right there, they are admitting that there's not just going to be one protocol that's going to restitch our financial ecosystem. So for all of you utility digital asset investors out there, right? Individuals that invest in Hbar, for example, XLM, XDC, Casper, Quants, right? Algo, IOTA, right? All of those ISO 222 coins, you guys have seen the hype around them, right? This is proof from BNY Mellon, a major institutional investor, that have right here in their document tell you that it is not going to be one initial technology that is going to deliver optimized payments. It's going to be multiple, nor is there one path that will take us there. It is a combination of capabilities that will enable payments and settlements to be truly optimized going forward. The industry will see coexistence and interaction between traditional rails, the more established emerging technologies, that's blockchain, and a new landscape of digital currencies that is also blockchain technology, distributed ledger technology, right? Digital tokens and fiat money will coexist, with different rails and channels remaining relevant, supporting different payment needs, and delivering value, right? So go ahead, smash that thumbs up button. This is the first PDF out of the way, again, connecting the dots, showing you all how Ripple, again, a multi-currency payment system, is going to play an important role in our financial ecosystem in this shift to a more digital economy. Now let's take your attention over here to HSBC, which we already know. In the past, HSBC has partnered in some way, shape, or form, either directly or indirectly with Ripple. We're not going to get into that in this specific PDF, but this PDF talks about the banking of the future, finance in the digital age. Now, this one is going to play an important role, again, showing you all pieces of the breadcrumbs together, giving you all a vision of what to potentially expect in our future. So it says right here, digital transformation has accelerated the development of almost every sector from agriculture to manufacturing, professional services, and beyond. Remember how in the BNY Mellon PDF, it literally says the entire market, okay? The financial services industry is certainly no exception, and the journey is far from over. From payments technology and online banking through the complexities of blockchain or distributed ledger technology and the potential applications of deep learning algorithms, technology will continue to shape every part of the banking ecosystem. The future of banking and technological progress are and will continue to be intrinsically linked. That is a massive statement right there. Coming down here, it says, however, the common myth, now this is important, runs that traditional banks are lumbering dinosaurs ripe for extinction by a combination of insurgent fintech startups and tech giants. So this is where it's going to specifically talk about how these institutions are going to adopt this technology and that they are not going to fall behind. They are going to transition over to the blockchain or to distributed ledger technologies. It is an attractive narrative because it pits different types of organizations against one another in a winner-takes-all scenario. But change is far more likely to come about through partnerships between the established banks and technologically fit firms from a variety of sectors. We are already in an era of innovative cross-business collaboration, which many would not have imagined a few years ago. Think of Uber and Spotify, Apple, MasterCard, Amazon, and American Express, to name a few. The bank as dinosaurs argument rests on the assumption that financial service companies have ignored technology potential to provide cheaper, faster, and more convenient services as the world around them has been transformed. The past decade has seen banks invest billions of dollars in growth in digital transformations to update their old, complex, and slow systems and processes to make it easier for customers to carry out their everyday banking needs. Great progress has been made, but there is still a lot more room for improvement, and banks are increasingly reaching out to fintech startups to leverage innovative thinking and agile ways of developing new services and customer-oriented value propositions. So this document is literally telling you that this digital transformation is happening behind the scenes. Yet how come the mainstream media is continuously spreading FUD amongst the general retail herd and shaking you out of the market? Again, pay attention, pick up the breadcrumbs, and follow the banking institutions. This is where we're going to get into a timeline. It says over the next 10 years. Now, this document dropped in 2021, I believe. So again, that is the 2030 agenda. Financial service regulators, data protection and competition authorities, national governments, supranational bodies, and the banks will have to work closer together in global forums towards building a more harmonized requirement. So it's literally telling you right there that over the next 10 years, this transition is coming. 2 more pages and then I'm finished for you all. Again, if you're still here, smash that thumbs up button if you enjoy in-depth breakdowns like this. It says, neither cash nor plastic will disappear completely over the next decade. I've been telling you all for quite some time that cash is not going to go away. It is simply just going to be upgraded. People need to understand that they cannot just make cash disappear. Now, over the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years, yes, that is a possible reality. But over the next decade, you will still see cash. You will still see plastic money, as they like to refer it here, while the demand for digital assets and increasingly frictionless experiences will see a move towards more a cashless society. Physical money will still have a role to play, albeit a significantly reduced one. So this supports my methodology that I've talked to you guys about on my Twitter page, where there is going to be a significant decrease in the importance of cash in the future. However, it is not going to completely just disappear. Right? And then last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, I have this little tiny statement for you all. It says, over the next 10 years will be one of the most dynamic decades in history of the financial services. Those that innovate while building trust with consumers and successfully managing risk will realize the true potential of the market opportunity in the future of banking. So if you are a digital asset investor, and if you have stuck around for the entirety of this video breakdown, understand the long-term perspective. Yes, I get in the short term, the intermediary perspective, we could see bull and bear markets, but understand the long-term vision. Again, this is not financial advice. This is what I'm personally doing. I have in my crypto portfolio bags that I'm going to be willing to sell during the next bull run, and then bags that I'm going to be willing to hold over the next 5, 10, 15, 20 plus years to store for my retirement. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a massive transition. All of the money is about to be tokenized. All of the money is about to be transitioned over to the blockchain. And it comes in the form of the entire banking sector. You guys heard it from these 2 PDFs that multiple payment systems, multiple currency payment systems are going to be implemented into the plumbing of our new financial system. Blessings to you all. I hope that you all enjoyed this video breakdown. Again, I will create a part 2 and part 3 video series going in depth into some of these major banking institutions that have interesting PDFs talking about the future of finance. Go ahead and smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share this video if you saw that it provided you value. Really do appreciate the love and the support. As always, be cognizant, be aware, and I will see you all in the next YouTube video breakdown.
I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la.